Louis, do you want to introduce yourself first? Let us know a little bit about you and your real estate history.
My name's Louis Williams. I'm the team leader of the Williams team. I've been in the business about 9 years. Over the last 3 years, I've built a team of 8 team members, counting myself. High level of production 2 years ago. We did 151 transactions. We did 181 last year, and we're hoping to break 200 this year.
Okay. And so this was the first year you've taken Recruit Select. Why did you decide to take the class?
Well, I started feeling some pain within my business and couldn't quite figure out why. I'd sort of hit a level of ceiling of achievement, and I wanted to have a breakthrough. And I was talking to Chuck Roberts, our regional director, and he recommended this is the class that I needed to take. So I signed up and took class with Steve Shader.
Okay. What did your team look like before you took Recruit Select, and then what does it look like now?
I don't think it looks too much different than it previously did before, but the key areas of accountability, the team members now knowing their role and what's expected of them is what's truly changed the business. So we figured out what we needed to add to the puzzle, what we needed to tweak to the puzzle, and now there's never any gray area, so no concern with who was supposed to do that, who was supposed to do this. Everybody knows their role and what the expectations are.
Okay. What was the most eye-opening thing about the Recruit Select process for you?
I think it was just really a slap in the face that, hey, all this information is out there. You don't have to keep failing your way to success. You have a pathway to success and how to get there extremely quick. And I was starting to feel all these things and figure these things out along the way just by failing to success. But by having this path, I mean, it's a no-brainer. You got to sign up for the class and go to it.
Okay. And so you went alone and then you came back and you shared it with your team. How was that received?
Well, at first there was some pushback. Obviously, anytime you put a little bit more accountability on a salesperson or a team member, they have some pushback. But I think over the next several months of actually implementing the systems, the 100-day action plan, the lead motivate portion, they started to buy in because they started to see more and more success and less disruption within the team.
Okay, so you had them attend after that?
Yeah, absolutely. I recommended that they all attended at one point or another. Every person on my team has attended Recruit Select, Train, Lead, Motivate. And I want them to continue attending because I need them to understand what I'm seeing from my perspective so they can start building a business within my organization and actually achieve their goals within the vision and organization that I'm setting forth.
Okay, and you took it with Steve Shader. What did you feel like Steve brought to the table as an instructor?
I thought he was an incredible instructor. He had an uncanny ability to connect with all different types of people no matter what level of production. I like taking it from somebody that's actually been in the trenches before. He's been at a high level of production. He's one of the original guys on the Millionaire Real Estate Agent. So it was cool hearing it from him, and then him actually being there before. You hear it from the horse's mouth. So it's really cool the way he interprets it and brings it to your level and makes you understand it and interpret it at a high level.
Okay. Do you agree with taking it the recommended 10 times? Taking the class?
Absolutely. Like anything, you're not going to get what you need out of it the first time. I've taken it 4 times now. I plan on taking it 10. I'll probably end up taking it 20 because I don't think you ever stop learning and growing in this business and life in general. And I try to create that as a culture within my team. And I strongly suggest bold 10 times, Recruit Select 10 times. They say it for a reason, so that's why I do it, and that's why I hold my team accountable to doing it.
What was the biggest impact that class has had on you as a leader?
I just think it really opened my eyes, and I think on the lead motivate portion, truly starting to connect with my team members, understanding what makes me tick doesn't necessarily make them tick, and helps me to get in tune with getting the most out of them. Understanding what makes things work for them. How do I need to connect with them? How do I need to talk to them? And I think that whole concept of the lead motivate portion really opened my eyes and started to help me get my whole team to another level of production.
So you're now running your business and your team differently than you were before?
Oh, absolutely. Without a doubt. It's different than it was 6 months ago. It's different than it was a year ago. But I think real estate in general is always changing that way. You have to be on the cutting edge of it and training with it. Even though there's fundamental pieces that you carry throughout, which just Recruit Select is part of those fundamentals that you need to know. But yeah, the business is run different, and I account a lot to it. A lot of the success we're starting to have because of the elimination of all the heartache that we had before this class was taken.
Right. So what are you looking to get from the next go around?
I think like anything, every time you go to these classes, you get a little something different from the class. I really enjoy listening to what Steve has to bring to the table, but I enjoy who else attends the classes because it turns into a huge mastermind of other top producers within the region that you can bounce ideas off with, listen to them, take them home, implement them, and get into action right away and bring your business to the next level. Where sometimes you don't necessarily get that in your own little market. When you go outside the market and start hearing things what other people are doing, wow, that's a good idea. Let me put it into my business and see what I can do with it.
Okay. And so you recommend an agent who's just starting out with a team to take this class, and they'll learn what they need to know from Steve in the class?
Absolutely. I think no matter what level of production, at some point you're going to need at the very least an executive assistant, and you need to know what to look for. You need to know what type of personality you need to have, what key areas of accountability that they're going to have to follow in order to achieve your goals moving forward. I mean, if you want to be a realtor, I think anytime you're in real estate, you do 2 transactions a month, then you want to do 4, then you do want to do 8. You're always pushing the level, and you need to know the next piece to put into place to get that puzzle worked out so you can continue to grow as a realtor and as a business person.
And you feel that whatever level you're at, Steve was able to reach them, whatever size your team is, whatever level production you're at?
Absolutely. All the classes that I've attended have been from agents a month, 2 months in the business to 20 years in the business. It's like anything else. There's something that every person can get out of something like this. And if you're truly taking your business serious and you want to improve yourself, it's really a no-brainer.
Okay. And so did you feel that helped you understand the business side of real estate?
Absolutely. That's what my ultimate goal was. I had taken a ton of sales courses, taken Bold several times, read the MREA, but it was time for me to truly get involved in the business side of it, and that's what Recruit Select brought to the table.